everybody, and welcome to another exciting installment of 5 Questions with Wrestling Rampage. The three amigos are back in this bitch.
That's right, we are back with this edition of 5 Questions
I'm
with
done with this interview.
That's the way I feel.
That's the way you feel. Now get back over here, Olin. But guys, we're back with this edition of 5 Questions with WRS. We'll be answering.
Mess with my hair, motherfucker.
Don't mess with the ref. Don't touch the hair.
Watch the curls.
But guys, we're back with this edition of 5 Questions with WRS. We'll answer your guys' questions that you guys send. Instead of sending questions like crazy.
Wrong with you?
Try to keep up.
Yeah, we try to keep up. You know,
And
people have been being one of the 7 doors over here. I ain't gonna tell you which one. And we're talking about Sleepy. I ain't gonna tell you which one that is. Just take a guess here. It's Chad Too Bad over here. It's been Sleepy over here.
I've been sleeping a lot lately.
Yeah, of course he has.
I see you come in my goddamn room.
I never fall asleep in this fucking room.
I'm old. I need my sleep.
Oh, he sleeps the greatest. He does sleep in the chair.
Right.
He has to.
Damn right, I'm
You
old.
see that hair straighten up there.
Oh,
Now you don't have to go so crazy there, Ken.
yeah. Calm down there, kid.
Hey, fuck you.
But we're back.
There are the various names of his.
We're gonna answer.
We'll get to that later.
We ain't getting to shit.
We're gonna answer your guys' questions, guys.
We'll get to it here
Yeah,
later.
come on. Let's go.
If you want,
Don't be so fast, Ken. He's talking.
if you want us to answer one of your questions, guys, the easiest way to do that for the next edition of 5 Questions is to put that in the comment section down below.
In the comments section down below if you want to ask a question. Don't come sniveling on Instagram and try to ask the question.
Yeah.
I have wrestling DVDs.
Do you have wrestling DVDs, Tyler? No. What's the giveaway?
What'd you give away?
No.
Alright, let's go and get started.
All right.
The first 2 questions are asked by a good friend of ours. Damn the Beast 94!
Dan!
But a link for Dan the Beast 94's channel will be in the description box below, as well as the Pro Wrestle Zone podcast as well. So I'll put 2 links below, guys. Hit those links, takes you directly to the channels. Go hit those subscribe buttons. The first question from Dan the Beast 94 is thoughts on the Brock Lesnar Hardcore Holly feud.
Thoughts on the Brock Lesnar and Hardcore Holly feud, huh? Well, Dan the Beast, did you see the Royal Rumble review video of 2004? How great we great that match?
Great match.
Oh, sure was.
We should mention that in late 2002,
Brock Lesnar accidentally broke Bob Holly's neck,
he dropped Bob on the back of his head
and Bob Holly was out for a while.
and broke
And
his
then
neck.
he came back in 2004. Maybe
2003.
2003? Yeah, it was 2003. Ended 2003. He came back.
Yeah.
And he made
Because he was at the Survivor Series.
Yeah, he was. And he's put a little SmackDown on his t-shirt when he did the video.
Yeah.
And he goes, Brock, you broke my neck. I'm coming for you. Brock, I'm going to break your neck.
Your neck.
He should have done this.
Yeah.
Not on the knee. Break his damn neck. Bob should have got into it and done this. Maybe it would have been a little bit more open.
It could have been.
I love Bob, though.
Or maybe if he would have put a little SmackDown in it.
Yeah, maybe he would have done that too.
But anyway.
But Bob Holly, you know,
Which leads to the SmackDown main event for the Royal Rumble.
Yep.
Which was
one of the worst matches on the card.
Brock Lesnar versus Hardcore Holly for the WWE Championship.
I'm sorry. They could have made this match a hell of a lot better than it could have been.
Mm-hmm.
You know, they could have pushed Bob a little bit better.
Now,
he beat Matt Morgan and A-Train, but come on, those were 2 Velocity guys.
Mm-hmm.
Anyone could have beat them. You know? And fucking then he took on Big Show, but Big Show wasn't the top guy at this time.
No, this was
This is 2004. Mm-hmm. He was U.S. champion, so he wasn't really a top guy at this time. To get Bob Holly over as a fucking big threat to Brock Lesnar.
And, you know, we should mention that we like Hardcore Holly.
Yeah, I love Hardcore Holly. I really do. I like Bob.
We actually seen Hardcore Holly live at an OVW show.
Yeah. We did.
And
he was a heel.
He was a heel.
I like Bob.
Guy sitting next to me had a sign that said "Hardcore Holly sucks,"
and he just goes over.
And he goes over and just rips it and throws him on it. Part of it came on me. I'm like, "What the fuck did I do?"
so Bob. So I love Bob.
So I always like Bob Holly, but
yeah, he's a tough guy.
And you know the whole Brock Lesnar thing also took forever too. Cause, Bob had to get his fucking neck fucking fixed and. By the time, early 2004 came, it's like, do I really want to see Bob Holly versus fucking Brock Lesnar?
They could have, like I said, they could have hyped it up a little bit better than what they did.
And then, of course, Tommy, the great babyface Bob Holly comes back to try and get that victory for the WWE Championship. And what happens?
Oh, he lost.
F5?
F5, of course.
Hit him with an F5.
1, 2, 3. And I was like, well, there goes Bob's top shot.
There goes Bob's top shot.
And then what happened? He went right back down to the car. I remember, and No Way Out 04, which was right after the Royal Rumble. What's he doing? He's working with Rhino. He goes from the main event for the WWE Championship to the undercard against Rhino at No Way Out.
No disrespect to Rhino.
No disrespect to Rhino, I'm just saying.
Or Bob Holly.
Or Bob. I love Bob. Mm-hmm. And then he was fighting for the tag team titles. Teaming with Billy Gunn. And then teaming with Charlie Haas. And then he was just there getting fucking talent over like fucking Mordecai, who didn't deserve to get over. Because I thought that gimmick sucked. And fucking Mr. Kennedy, which is fine with that.
Fear me.
Which Mr. Kennedy, okay, that's different. He was the top guy, to be honest with you. He could have been.
But he didn't like Kennedy.
Yeah, well, Bob don't like a lot of people.
Bob don't like a lot of people.
That's Bob for you. He don't like a lot of people.
But this was the shits.
Yes, it was. And it was the worst match on the show.
It was. For Royal Rumble 2004, go check it out. Pops, anything you want to add about that?
They pushed Bob Holly.
They did push him multiple times.
And here's the thing. They gave him people that was never that wasn't top people. To make it more and make it better interesting. At least to give people, man, this is going to be big. They could have gave him stars that he could beat. Mm-hmm. That would lead him up to their standards. But we all know that he was going to lose. I mean, he's going against Brock Lesnar.
And in 2002, everybody knows that fucking Brock was the golden boy.
Yeah.
He was.
Hell, even in 04.
He turned the table now.
He was pumping up, McMahon, he's giving McMahon the dick treatment, So, and we all knew he was going to lose, but they should have pushed him a little bit harder to at least give people a chance, that he's going to, didn't know, what was really going to happen, which we all knew anyway, but they did push him as hard as they could to make it mean something.
Yeah.
So,
Let's go with the next question by Day of the Beast 94. Was it a right move for TNA to break up America's Most Wanted? If so, should Chris Harris have gotten a proper singles push? Now, we should mention that America's Most Wanted is Chris Harris and Cowboy James Storm when they were in TNA. Fantastic tag team, by the way. Great tag team. And eventually becomes the Split. And Cowboy James Storm hits him with the glass bottle of beer.
Yep.
Turning James Storm a heel and Chris Harris a face. Now, I know that Day of the Beast 94 just did an episode of a podcast with Chris Harris, which was very interesting to watch, guys. Go check that out at the Pro Wrestle Zone podcast.
It sure was.
But Tommy,
yeah,
what do you think about
that? I enjoyed AMW as a tag team. I really did. Mm-hmm. But let's be honest. The best one out of the group was James Storm. Mm-hmm. And Chris Harris was the Marty Jannetty. Mm-hmm. I'm just saying, it's true. Mm-hmm. Facts are facts, which these are facts. He was the Marty Jannetty. He was the Jim Neidhart. Ain't nothing wrong with that, but I'm just saying, that's what he was. Mm-hmm. You know, he was the weak link of the team. And then James Storm became, you know, Cowboy James Storm. And then what happened to Chris Harris?
Rednecks.
Yeah, and Chris Harris
floundered,
especially in TNA after him and James Storm split up.
And then eventually, Tommy, WWE comes a knocking.
Yeah, they come a knocking. Don't you hear me knocking? Because, hey, Chris Harris, we know you're out of shape. Which he was. I'm just stating the facts here. These are facts.
If these are facts.
No, these are facts.
These are facts. Okay.
You've seen it, so you know it's true.
I know.
And you know it's true, too.
WWE signed
him
to ECW.
Which is, you're dead in the water once you got that promotion anyway.
Well, there you go, yeah.
So I felt sorry for him stepping foot in that goddamn fucking show.
He was dead in the water anyway.
Well, he was dead in the water anyway. He was out of shape, so he was already dead to begin with.
Here's the point.
He was more dead once he saw those three disheartening letters.
Here's the point, you know, when you're dead in the water at one place, what makes it different? You go into another place, get dead water in there.
He shows up, out of shape,
as
Braden Walker.
I'm gonna knock you out.
Wearing a singlet with a big belly skeleton on it.
And what did he do, Tommy?
I'm sorry, it was a big belly with a skull on it. I'm just telling the facts here.
Did the skull cover up his belly there, Tommy?
Yeah, well, it needed to be.
Did the skull get bigger?
No, it got bigger. Yeah.
Okay.
Was it stretched across
It
the
got
torso?
bigger. The skull made it bigger. And then he made his debut. He goes into Mondo Alejandro fucking Estrada. I guess it was the GM. I don't know. ECW sucks, so I didn't really watch much. And he goes, "Hi, I'm Braden Walker. I'm going to knock you out." Well, who gives a fuck? Because I don't care. And he shows up, had a abysmal debut, which was not that stellar. I think he took on some jabroni. I don't know. Some jobber, probably. I can barely remember the debut. Blink and you miss it.
Yeah.
And he didn't last very long after that.
No, he did not.
I think all I remember is that debut match, and then he was gone after that.
Yeah.
And then he shows up in TNA, even bigger shape. Remember? And he was just as big as he was when he showed up in WWE, ECW.
Mm-hmm.
And TNA just fucking make fun of him. Knock, knock, who's there? Braden Walker.
Mm-hmm.
They just made fun of him.
Yep.
I mean, he was a surprise partner for some fucking body, and he took on fucking James Storm and Bobby Roode. I remember that. And that's about it for me on Chris Harris. You know,
Listen.
I'm not knocking him. It's just,
I mean, if you guys go check out the Pro Wrestle Zone podcast, you can see that he's doing a lot better these days.
which I respect that. He is doing a lot better,
you know,
right?
So,
and I'm proud of Chris Harris.
Yes.
I ain't knocking the guy. It's just he was in bad shape at that time.
You know, you go through certain things in your life that
you kind of don't. You kind of, fucking.
you go through the motions.
You go through the motions, and yeah, I guess he just didn't give a fuck around them times or something.
But Pops, Chris Harris.
Well, you see, the thing of it is, you see, they did a good thing, turning on Chris Harris,
Mm-hmm.
because that right there just led for bigger things for him, though. It's about the same thing to me as Shawn Michaels putting Marty Jannetty through the fucking glass on the barbershop. If you're gonna break it up, do it up right.
Mm-hmm.
And you know what else he was missing? James Storm has charisma. He had good promo skills. He had the wrestling ability.
Where Chris Harris
had not very good promo. He was all right in the ring, not to get by, but didn't have no charisma.
Mm-hmm.
How can you get over Wildcat? I'm just saying.
Yeah.
You know what?
He's Wildcat.
He had nothing to fucking. He had no personality.
Mm-hmm.
Like Chris Harris had no personality. James Storm had personality.
Where is what I'm gonna bring up with the proper singles push. That's what
hurt him.
Yeah, that's what held him back.
That's what hurt Chris Harris. To be honest with you, he had no personality, no promo skills.
you don't want to break up AMW and then put him with another tag team.
Yeah, you didn't want to. Well, yeah, like, why? Have a new version of AMW? What are you going to call it? The new AMW, like fucking like new rockers and goddamn new blackjacks and new whatever.
But I always thought that his promo skills and lack of charisma is where...
that's why he didn't...
In the ring?
Yeah,
okay.
In the ring, it was okay. But
decent.
I think that's what hurt him in the end. He just didn't have no good promo skills or no charisma.
He, to me, was more like a, he just couldn't get the and with that right there, they they didn't have nobody to talk for him with when he separated. Who did all the talking?
It was James Storm.
Right, because he could do that because he knew what to do.
But Chris Harris could talk a little bit, but not for a good promo. He could say a few words.
Not for a singles.
Yeah, not for singles though.
No.
Let's go ahead and go with the next 3 questions. They're asked by Jason. What wrestler is good at being a face and a heel? Now he says The Rock and Shawn Michaels.
Well, I'm going to go ahead and say fuck The Rock.
Fuck The Rock.
I think The Rock sucks.
Tommy's not the biggest Rock.
No, fuck The Rock.
Well, listen. Would you say that he was an effective heel?
Yeah, he was a good heel and a good baby face.
Okay.
But
okay.
Well,
that's what we're talking about.
Well, that's fine, but I wasn't no Rock fan, so I don't really give a shit about The Rock.
Okay, yeah, we know.
We
know you don't like Dwayne.
Nope. Never have, never will.
Alright.
And his movies suck.
Alright. And
Shawn Michaels, yep, good heel and babyface. But you'll tell you which Shawn I like best?
Heel.
If I had to choose my favorite Shawn Michaels, heel.
Heel.
I wasn't a big fan of babyface Michaels. Especially when he was wearing the Jesus shirt in Summer Show 2002. I wasn't digging that. And the blue jeans, I wasn't digging that. And the brown boots.
And then kissing Earl Hebner's bald head.
Yeah, you want to tell you my favorite Shawn Michaels gear, though? Besides that? HB.
The HB poopy brown tights?
Yeah, and the bob haircut. But if I had to say who was good as a heel and babyface, I'm going to have to go with Roddy Piper.
Roddy Piper?
Yeah.
Great.
He was good as a heel and he was good as a babyface.
Fantastic heel. Probably one of the best heels of all time.
Yeah. I'm going to have to go with Roddy Piper.
And then becoming
a really great babyface.
Babyface.
So I'm going to have to go with Roddy Piper.
Roddy Piper. Pops, do you have somebody that was a great at being a heel and a face?
I'm going with Owen Hart.
Owen Hart.
I'm going with Owen Hart.
Great babyface. With being the Blue Blazer, being with high energy with Coco Beware.
And being the Black Heart.
Yep. And then the Black Heart.
Which one I enjoyed.
And I'm going to say this right here just for a minute.
And then being
not,
King of the Hearts.
Not everybody can turn around and be a baby face one minute and then a heel the next. Not everybody can do that. Mm-hmm. It takes a lot of skills to do that.
I mean, some people you could be like, I prefer him as this. Sometimes he is a heel, sometimes he is a face, but I prefer him to be this.
Yeah.
You could always say that, but I mean, when it comes to actually effectively being a heel or effectively being a babyface, it's a toss-up.
Yeah, it's like Ric Flair said one time. I'm a heel. I never was considered a babyface in a way. He said, but to me, and a lot of people has this talent that you get people so hot at you that they want to get out of their seats and start beating the hell out of you. Now that right there is being a heel. If they threaten you and want to kill you, you're a fucking good heel at that time. Mm-hmm. And a lot of them people back in tour days, they got out of them seats, and that's how come they had to have a lot of security, because they wanted to hold them wrestlers because they were heels and they were good at being heels. Got to give them credit for that.
I'm going to go outside the limb. I'm going to also say that Brian Pillman.
Yep.
Oh, yeah. Great heel.
Fantastic heel. Great babyface.
Great babyface.
So you going with Brian Pillman?
Brian Pillman. And I'm also going to throw this guy in here, too. I won't, because he was more better as a heel than he ever was as a babyface. But I was going to say Shane Douglas, but I was sitting there thinking he was way better as a heel.
Yeah. I'm about to go. I'll throw another one in there. Randy Savage.
Randy Savage.
He was heel, then he was babyface. He can do both.
That is true.
Yeah.
I'm surprised why I didn't come up with that one. But yeah. Let's go ahead and go with the next question. Is thoughts on Scott Norton?
Thoughts on Scott Norton?
Scott Norton.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't have too many thoughts on Scott Norton. I'm just gonna be honest here.
Can I tell you the truth?
Go ahead.
I got 4 words. Fuck Scott Norton. Actually, 3 words. Fuck Scott Norton.
It's a 4 or 3.
It's one of the fucking 2. Fuck Scott Norton, okay?
4, 3, 5.
It can be as many as I fucking want. Fuck Scott Norton.
Listen, we know that he was a decent name in Japan.
Which is fine.
Yeah, which is fine.
But anyone could be a decent name in Japan.
Listen, a lot of big guys
Usually
got
do
over
good in Japan.
Yeah, usually got over and got big in Japan.
But here's the thing. Scott Norton was not that good of a worker. I'm sorry.
He was a powerhouse.
He's from Minnesota, but he wasn't that good of a Minnesotan, let me tell you. Fuck, I'll take Barry Darso. I'll take fucking anybody that came out of the Minnesota tree than fucking Scott Norton.
Horrible promos. No charisma.
No charisma. Fucking...
Pretty much just did a lot of power moves because he was a big guy, but I can understand that.
Yeah, but
and then Tommy, to top it all off, he was in the NWO, but where was he in the NWO?
Well, let's go ahead and, before we get to the fucking NWO.
Oh, okay.
Let's go with Scott Norton. When he shows up in WCW, what's the first thing he did? He teamed with fucking Ice Train. That's Fire and Ice.
Woo!
Yeah, and by the way, Ice Train sucks just like he does. I'm being honest. I'm telling the truth. It's true.
You're like, am I...
No, fuck. Am I Smooth, Ice Train? He sucked just like Scott Norton did.
Okay.
And then after that, he turned on Ice Train, which no one gave a fuck about that to you. That was just a filler. And then...
That was a Cobra Sergeant Greg Pittman.
Yeah, that was a Cobra Sergeant Greg Pittman status.
Well, let's just put it honestly.
Or that was Glacier and Mortis status.
While this right here feud was going on, other people that understood what was going on, they were fixing the sandwich.
And of course, then he was in the NWO, but he was in NWO Black and White this time, and he stayed in there for a little while. And then once Hogan and all the good guys from NWO Black and White went to the old Wolfpack, you know, the red and black, where Hogan thought he was going to be cool at age 50. Or fucking 60, however old he fucking was in 98, 99. Wearing the fucking black jean pants and goddamn shitty Reebok shoes. Got tired of hearing that too. And then he was part of the NWO team. Let's see who's in the great NWO team, shall we?
Yeah, go ahead, Tommy, list them off.
We got fucking
Scott Norton.
We got Scott Flash Norton. There is Flapjack Norton in AWA. How good did that plan out? Alright, we got Scott Norton.
Yeah.
Brian Adams.
Decent,
which is probably the only good one out of this group coming.
There we go.
Stevie Ray.
Besides him with Booker T.
Yeah. Alright, so we got Scott Norton, Brian Adams, Stevie Ray, Horace Hogan.
Completely sucked.
Yep.
Who's
completely fucking useless. Even in the flock, he was useless. Even Raven didn't want the motherfucker.
Even a CPA molder in
FMW
useless.
I felt sorry for Mike Austin and the other Japanese guy.
Yes.
And then we got fucking Vincent, who was in WCW for fucking till 2000.
And everybody's favorite, Vincent.
Meat sauce your ass, bitch. Fuck you and Olive Garden, okay? That's all you can afford, probably. You can't even afford... No, you deserve Michelina's. That's what you deserve.
Michelina's!
You know those. Yeah, that's what burns your... Hey, if you want me to take you to Olive Garden, I'll get you those 99-cent Michelina's. Now, there's your fucking Olive Garden. You fucking bald-headed oaf.
Anything you want to add about Scott Norton?
That's what I think of the NWO team. Scott Norton sucked. The NWO team sucked. Anything with Scott Flapjack fucking Morning Delight asses sucks, okay?
Anything else you want to add about Scott Norton?
Hell, I don't know. I think Tommy said it all. I mean, fuck.
I think Tommy said it all.
No, it's true. What the fuck did he do in his career?
Nothing.
There you go.
Alright, guys. Next question the last question, asked by Jason. Why do you think Ultimo Dragon was misused? Now, I'm assuming he means misused in WWE.
Alright.
There's no reference here as far as in WWE, but let's just be honest here. You know, legend in Mexico and Japan.
Yep.
Big time. Legendary status. WCW?
I thought he had a pretty good career in WCW.
I thought he had a pretty decent career in WCW.
Yeah.
Nothing, mind-shattering or nothing.
Yeah, but I thought he had a pretty good career.
But compared to some other people,
WCW.
compared to other people, he had a decent run.
Yeah.
Now let's talk about his WWE career here.
Oh, his WWE career sucked.
It was not stellar at all.
It fucking sucked.
Ultimo Dragon was in WWE for a full year.
1 year.
From spring of 2003 to spring of 2004. Starts off with some of the
vignettes.
The vignettes. The Dragon's coming to SmackDown, and I was pumped.
Yeah, I was too, because I liked Ultimo Dragon.
Because I was a huge fan of Ultimo Dragon. Yeah. So I was pretty pumped back then, and I was like 13 or 12 or 13 at the time when he was debuting, and I was pretty pumped because I remember him from WCW. I was like, awesome.
Me too. I was happy.
And you were sitting there thinking that
he could be cruiserweight champion.
He could be in the cruiserweight. He could be even in the U.S. Status. And the U.S. title didn't come in until a little bit after his debut. But anyway, you're thinking he could be in some type of title contention, especially the cruiserweight championship. And he comes in. Of course, he beats a lot of the underneath guys. Yeah. Your Billy Kidmans, your
Shannon Moores,
your Crash Holly,
your
Ricos. And it's just like, okay. And he does have his debut match with Shannon Moore.
Yep. Pretty good show. Pretty good debut
on SmackDown. Pretty good debut. Awesome to see Ultimo Dragon, especially in WWE too, because it was just like that was one of the places that I don't think he would have would have been a place where you think he would be. And apparently he did want to come to WWE because he wanted to wrestle in the States for a little bit and actually do some stuff in like Madison Square Garden and stuff. So nice little gesture for him on that. But he did have some shots at the Cruiserweight Championship. Never really won any of them. Not shots at the title, but shots towards like a number one contendership and stuff, and he always lost those.
Yep.
And eventually he is in the U.S. Tag Team Tournament.
Yep. And he beat Jamie Noble.
Yeah, he beat Jamie Noble
in the first round, and then he lost to Eddie Guerrero, which is understandable.
Which eventually became the winner.
Yep, which is understandable.
Yeah. And pretty much after that, he's doing just Velocity.
He's doing mainly Velocity.
And I'm like...
And come on, he's losing to people that I know he could beat. Come on, man. Nunzio? I'm being honest. Come on, Nunzio?
Yeah, Nunzio.
He can't beat fucking Nunzio.
Or Tajiri, for that matter.
Oh, well, it's Tajiri I can understand, but Nunzio...
it's more of a competitive match.
Well, it's more competitive. Well, see, it's a toss-up,
Than him and Nunzio.
Yeah, with him and Nunzio. And he can't beat fucking Akio or Sakota? Come on, man, they're the weakest. Can't beat them. Hey, can't beat fucking weak-ass Paul London or people like that? Come on, man.
And, I mean, I was just sitting there thinking, I was like, Rey Mysterio debuted the previous year, and he's having some decent success. Why isn't Ultimo Dragon having some type of success like this? And he's just doing fucking job matches on SmackDown. He's fucking wrestling on fucking Velocity and losing sometimes.
Losing mainly.
And I'm like, what the fuck? Like...
He's mainly losing on Velocity and fucking SmackDown.
And then he just disappears, and nobody sees him till fucking 2004.
Yeah, and he shows up for WrestleMania 20, the Cruiserweight Open, which I was like, okay, cool.
Yeah, I was like,
MSG.
I was like, it's about fucking time.
Yeah, he made his dream come true. He showed up in Madison Square Garden. Right?
He wrestled at WrestleMania 20 in Madison Square Garden.
What a great entrance.
Mm-hmm.
Right when he comes out, he falls on his ass. He slips. And then he starts going down the ring. Gets up on the rope. And slips on that.
He slips on the rope, yeah. So,
Ultimo couldn't get a fucking break.
Wrestling in the one place he wanted to wrestle at.
And he fucks up twice.
Random stage of them all.
And he fucks up twice.
And he fucks up twice.
Slipping on the goddamn stage, and then slipping on the ropes. Yep, and then slips on the goddamn ropes. And of course he had decent showing there, but of course he lost. No shot there.
Yeah.
And then he's like, "Fuck this! Can I have my release?
Yes.
I'm losing every fucking week. You're making me Aldo Montoya over here. So how about you just fucking release my ass?" So he asked for his release and went right back to Japan.
Yeah, he was granted his release and went straight back to Japan. So, why do you think Ultimate Dragon was misused?
I don't think it was because of talent.
Talent-wise,
I don't think it was because of talent.
Because I'll be honest with you, I was pumped to see Ultimate Dragon.
I'll be honest, talent-wise, I don't think it was because of the talent. I think it was because of the language barrier. I think it's because of the language.
You also got to realize this too. In 2003 and 2004 was a big shift.
Yeah.
As far as different talents. You know, you got your John Cena's coming to light. You got your Batistas. You got your Randy Ortons.
Your Rey Mysterio.
Your Rey Mysterios. They were actually building them up.
Your Edges.
And you know the cruiserweight champion. You know the cruiserweight status was at its pinnacle.
Yeah.
In that time period.
They had a lot of good cruiserweights.
A lot of great cruiserweights. You got your Rey Mysterio. You got your Chavo Guerrero. You have
Jamie Nobles.
You have your Jamie Nobles.
Your Tachiris.
These are some of the staples that you had in that division. I think his time when he came to WWE was just a piss poor time for him to come there. Yeah. And also he does have the language barrier that he speaks Japanese.
Yeah. And maybe he didn't want to learn to speak English.
Mm-hmm. Could be an option as well.
I mean, face it, really, you know, really about the only person that really could understand him, you know, was Jerry.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and you know, Jerry probably did the best he could, you know, to try to make him understand what, you know, about him. Of course, you know, if you know, been in Japan and stuff like that right there, the way he was a big star over there. Nobody starred even better than he did.
And yeah, I just think he was, you know, wrestling on velocity a lot, and just, you know, jobbing on SmackDown. I'm sitting there like, what the fuck?
To me, when he rolled in there, he you know, he to me, he seemed like he would have fit with the stars that was there, and would have rose them up.
I mean, of course, you had like Kurt Angle, you had Chris Benoit, you had Eddie Guerrero,
Edge.
You know, these guys are you know, going up as main eventers.
They were going, and you know, he for some unknown reason, maybe it was the language barrier, I don't know, but as far as working in the ring, I really don't think it was that, because he was great in the ring.
And we should mention that this was the only time that
Ultimo Dragon was in a game.
Was in a WWE video game.
Which was WWE SmackDown Here Comes the Pain.
Well, especially for WWE. Of course, he was in some of the WCW games.
But only WWE game he was in is SmackDown Here Comes the Pain.
SmackDown Here Comes the Pain?
Yeah, good luck next time.
Yeah,
I remember you chose Ultimo Dragon.
Right. We should
tell the great story here.
I'll tell the little great story here. When SmackDown Here Comes the Pain came out, I was a big mark for Ultimo Dragon, so I said, fuck it, I'm going to choose Ultimo Dragon for the season mode on Here Comes the Pain. Well, I go through the season mode. You know, I lost a little bit, you know, with some of the certain matches, but most of the time I won. And at the end of the season, I was the Cruiserweight Champion, I was the United States Champion, and I just lost the tag team titles. So I dropped them dead weights finally.
Which I wouldn't care about.
Which I didn't care about them. But I was a former tag team champion. I was I'm the fucking US and I'm the fucking Cruiserweight champion. And I'm thinking, oh, fuck yeah, WrestleMania. Here I am, WrestleMania, right? And it comes up, better luck next time or some shit. And I was sitting there like, I'm not even on the WrestleMania card. I'm not even there. I was like, what the fuck?
You're in the catering.
For WrestleMania on Here Comes the Pain, I was fucking eating unbooked catering as the Cruiserweight Champion and the United States Champion. So don't choose Ultimo Dragon.
Don't choose a lower card guy. You can go nowhere.
Yeah, don't choose any lower card guys on Here Comes the Pain because you're not going to complete the season. You're going to get to WrestleMania and find out you're not on the card, and here comes the credits.
Yeah. Better look at shut your mouth if you want to choose a lower card guy.
Yeah, I was like, well, shit, I wasted all this time wrestling a full year on this goddamn thing, you know.
But
I actually felt like Ultimo Dragon.
I wasted a full year.
I wasted a full year on this.
you know, I'm going to say this right here, you know, maybe it was, but language barrier or whatever it was. But I just know it wasn't talent because to me, he was just as good in the ring as the rest of them was.
No doubt. I hope that you guys enjoyed the video. If you guys did, make sure you guys give it a thumbs up. If you guys enjoyed it, don't forget to share it all over social media. Like us on Facebook, facebook.com/WrestlingRampage2. You can add Pops on there. He's always on there.
2 up there?
Doing the 2 and doing the 1, too.
Doing the 1.
You doing the 1 and the 2? Guys, you can also...
do the 1 and do the 2.
You can also follow us on Twitter at WrestleRampage. You can follow me and Tommy on Instagram.
That's right.
And guys, make sure you guys hit that subscribe button for more great videos coming to you guys.
You can follow Joey and Ken.
Yeah. You can follow Ken. Right there, Ken.
Fuck you.
Hey guys, make sure you guys hit that subscribe button for more great videos coming to you guys because we're that cream that rises to the top.
Cream of the crop.
And nobody does it better.